Magu Ziansho, divine marijuana brings immortality. So, first, libation to the ancestors. If you smoke, then smoke with me. I'll explain in a minute. So, as you may see when you're smoking, as you may know if you've been watching my video, ooh, that rhymes. I speak a lot about, or maybe not a lot yet. I'm going to start speaking a lot about cannabis. Since I, open up my videos or some of my videos with cannabis. Okay, so let's start with that. In my chach, the chach of divinity, now I know it says per neter kemet. That means the same thing, but in ancient Kemetic. So the first thing is that we separate cannabis into two sides of the one plant. One, which is usually seen in most cultures as the female side of the plant, is the side that we smoke and gets into spirituality and, into getting creative and all that type of stuff. I don't have an example, but the other side, hemp, they used to make money out of hemp. I don't know. No, I think they make it out of, they don't make it out of hemp no more. So the other side is the male side of the plant. Now that is called usually hemp. Now all these mystical things like a woman's name and stuff are always associated with the marijuana. You might have noticed that I say HuAna. I've explained that before. I'll keep explaining it. But anyway, so now you have two sides of one plant. You understand? It's the one plant, cannabis, has both sexes, and at some point, to make marijuana become marijuana, you have to split the two up and let the hemp grow into hemp and let the marijuana grow into marijuana. Now we would have to get into why it's called marijuana, da 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 da. But that's what everybody knows, so that's why I use it. And if I do use something that somebody else has used, I'm gonna put my own twist to it. So in our church, in our temple, we say Mary HuAna. Like I said, I explained this before, but see again, we're very particular with words. Now, I'm gonna use the Bible a lot because the stuff is in there. It's just been veiled. It wouldn't have a hold on people like it did if the stuff wasn't in there. But they've changed names, they've jumbled stuff around, da 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 da. So this is one of the purposes of spiritual smoking, to learn how to go inside yourself and find these answers. I'm not here to give you answers. The only answers I can give is techniques. This is how you breathe. This is how you meditate. This is how you move, whatever. I am not here to tell you about jais or except that. That is inside you. Anyway, so we say Mary HuAna. Now, Mary is, as Christians know, and probably Muslims too, and probably Hebrews and all of them, this is supposed to be the name of the mother of Christ. We're not going to use the J word. Christ, right? This is the mother of Christ. But everybody was named Mary back then for some reason. Mary Magdalene, Mary Joe. But anyway, so we use that because it means we use Mary spelled with an I, not a Y. Why when you got an I? Anyway, Mary is, means beloved. Whoa, okay, so let's use that. Mary, because they already say Mary marijuana, right? So now who, and I like I said, I just explained all this, but I'm going to go over it again. Who, when I blow out the smoke, I make the sound and form the mouth. Okay, who is the word, sound, vibration that is in ancient Kemetic Kabbalah, if you will, that basically is the creative source of will, the sound, word, or vibration that creates shit. We don't say shit in that church. So you say the sound. Now, I could just be saying that, right? But what is the J guy other name in Hebrew? Yah. Ooh, listen right in the middle. S-H-U. Yahshua. Not va. That's a whole nother thing. What's another one? Yahweh. Yahoo. Oh, I said the va. I said the va word. That's those Caucasians. It's wa. Yahweh. Yahweh. Now, why do I say wa? Because that's basically your heartbeat. Yahweh. 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 You ever heard your heartbeat over one of those machines? Yahweh. It's the word or the name of the Most High, supposedly. But what's at the middle of it? So we got Yahshua, Yahweh. And in ancient Kemet, we had Jehuti, or Jahuti. There you go, right in the middle again, of the guy that's supposed to be the wisest of all guys ever in the life of guys. So, where do I get this from? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word, not an old white dude with a white beard sitting in a chair somewhere with, look at that one billionth person on earth, I'm going to strike him down. Now, whenever you start believing in this shit, you understand, it's a word of power. Everything in the universe, the macrocosm, is within you, the microcosm. We have all the elements in the same proportions. Well, supposedly, we out of balance now. But we have the amount of water that the earth has, mostly water. What can water do? I'm just going on now. Water can change from water into steam or into ice. when we do our breathing in the Taoist part of the Chach temple, when you breathe, you're taking fire, thought, fire, and air, breath, and putting it under the water, the lower abdomen, heating the water up. The water in the lower abdomen, the sexual organs, and etc., starts to rise like steam. Now we meditate on just those 3 points. The lower, where my testicles are at, the steam rises up till my solar plexus, and we visualize it as a pot, and then it rises up until up to what I call the first eye, called the pineal gland. Why do I call it the first eye? Because look at how a fetus is born. I don't have to say no more. Everything comes from that black dot surrounded by melanin, and then it spreads out to the nervous system and the brain, and then these two eyes come. The first eye, not the third eye. It has retinal material around it. But anyway, then the energy rises up and fills up what they call in the Tao, well, we call it the pineal gland. They call it the crystal palace. But the crystal palace is empty till you fill it back up. See, we give out constantly through sex and just through the gravity of the earth is constantly pulling out. In the Tao, we learn to pull back in. That's why I keep talking about self. You can't do much for anybody else until you do for self. And I'm out. I done talked enough. I'm going to take care of myself right now. Because it's like 5:37 in the morning, and I'm looking for a button to turn this damn, or we don't say damn, in the chat. Peace.